Hello everybody, my name is Arashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 3 of the MPL Season 7, the Major Pokemon League, as our next opponent is AutoMatthic, coach of the Nijmegen Nuzleafs. It's a Dutch derby here in the MPL and it's Easter, so I want to take this opportunity to wish you guys a happy Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, that's also fine. I just wish you a happy day. I hope I can upload this video around noon because it is Easter. I just did my spring cleaning, if you may call it like that. I got somebody to come over here in a few hours, so I hope I can upload this around noon. If not, it's going to be like the end of the midday, end of the evening. So hopefully that will be all sorted out because, you know, I'm the kind of guy that just wants my upload to be on time and on schedule. So looking at my opponent, he's bringing the Seismitoad, the Lopunny, Mega Lopunny if I'm not mistaken, the Metagross, the Hydreigon, the Whimsicott and the Trevenant, while I'm bringing a Champa, the Torkoal, the MVP of the BBL, and I think you can somewhat call it my channel mascot at the moment, Mega Beedrill, Terrakion with Choice Scarf, still the offensive Rotom Wash, Goodra with the Assault Vest, and we are bringing our Comfey to the fray. So there was no point for me not to start out with Torkoal here. You know, I can scout a little bit what my opponent was going to do, and if he starts out with the Seismitoad, then I can just Solar Beam straight away. Now I do want to make a quick notion that when I started out, I wanted to start out with Mega Beedrill first, but in the last second I changed up to start out with Torkoal in this match, and like the timer for choosing our 6 months was at like 0.00, and I pressed OK very quickly, and thankfully we started out with the with Torkoal here in this match. As he started out with the Seismitoad, of course he's going to switch out, predicting that a Solar Beam from the Torkoal, and that will do a chunk of damage against the Hydreigon, but not that much because it's not very effective. So here, my obvious switch in is of course the Comfey Carmella, the Comfey Fabulouo. Well, I fucked that up, but he's going to Earth Power, and that's going to do a decent amount of damage, almost half. But of course, we have Triage, I don't know, English is sometimes very difficult for me, but there's no point for me not to go for the Draining Kiss, and if he wants to go into the Metagross, we can work around that at all. I can't believe I have to face against a mon that has been such a huge power for me in the last couple of seasons in other leagues, Metagross. But my obvious play here, of course, was the Rotom Wash, because we can tank anything. If he wants to use like Earthquake or something, we have Levitate. But he is actually going for the Toxic, so very well done from my opponent there. If I stayed in, I could have not do anything with Comfey, because I have Giga Drain, Calm Mind, Hidden Power, Ice, and Draining Kiss. So here I switch back into Carmella because I knew he was going to switch out as well, as he's going into Groot. So not really that good for us, but still I can be like, okay, I need to switch out again. I can easily go into Champa, the Torkoal, as he's actually going to try to Toxic again, if I'm not mistaken. Which you can see here, he is going to try to do that, but we are going to avoid the Toxic. So very lucky for us, but he now has to switch out again into the Hydreigon. Now this time I went for the Flamethrower, because why should I not go for the Flamethrower here? And that is going to do, again, a chunk of damage, more than the Solar Beam, but still a chunk of damage to the Hydreigon. So we are slowly whittling down the Hydreigon here. Of course, I'm going now into my Rotom Wash here, because I knew another Earth Power would do, like, again, a lot of damage against the Comfey. So I was like, Rotom Wash seems very much safer here, as he's actually going into the Whimsicott. Now, I think he mentioned that the Whimsicott was Choice Scarfed as well. And we are scored Choice Scarfed with Terrakion. And he's going to U-turn here, and that is going to do not that much, because we are still, if I'm not mistaken, very bulky on the it's a Whimsicott. Whimsicott are not known to be that physical if I'm not mistaken. But here we can just hit a hidden power ice on the Whimsicott, and that will do almost at half to the Trevenant. I do want to pause here because sometimes I am a little bit out of the place here. I had yesterday the birthday of my mother. The day before I had the birthday of my little brother. And it's Easter and I just had a spring cleaning, so I'm a little bit messed up in the head at the moment. Not that I'm messed up in the head all the time, but this time it's influencing my commentary a little bit. But just to make you guys out why I am a little bit hyperactive at the moment. I'm busy. But here I was like, okay, I can switch out into Gudra. He's going to Leech Seed, which is kind of annoying, but we have Assault Vest on the Gudra, and we also have Fire Blast on this thing. Sun faded away, that I didn't really thought about that, but I was like, okay, I can hit a Sludge Wave, I can hit a Fire Blast, but we are going to hit that Fire Blast, as he is going to reveal that he is the Oka Berry. So that Fire Blast won't do much, otherwise it would have killed the Trevenant, but now he has a free Toxic on my Gudra. So he's slowly toxicking all of my mons here, and with the Leech Seed, that is quite annoying. So we are gonna get some toxic damage on the Booger. He has some leftovers still. No Pokemon on both sides of the field are down. Now here I went for Draco Meteor for if he wants to switch out in like Hydreigon. Predicting another Fire Blast, but I went for the Draco Meteor if he wanted to switch out there. He didn't switch out, but it's still going to take care of the Trevenant. But now he can actually go into the Hydreigon, and he can U-turn to try to do some damage against my Booger. Now again, I'm gooey because gooey works well to lower the speed of my opponent. And I didn't really predicted him bring the Whimsicott or something, so I didn't thought Sap Sipper would be that necessary, you know. Now I went for another Draco Meteor here. Of course he went for the U-turn. It's not going to do that much on the Metagross. So here we are, you know, very low on HP, and the Leech Seed is still up there, and I think the poison will just keep us at 8 HP. So here I was like, okay, I can't do nothing, and I know a Bullet Punch is coming here, so sadly I had to let Gudra go. But Gudra did get a kill here against the Trevenant, so Trevenant is down from the opponent's side and the Gudra is down on my side. Now here I can go into Champa again. Champa is always a good switch in most of the time against the Metagross, and here I was like, okay, he is going to withdraw. There's no point for me not to go for another Flamethrower. So let's do this. So here we go, Flamethrower from the Torkoal on the Hydreigon. And that is not going to do that much, but it is in the yellow. Now he's going to Earth Power. I stayed in because I knew another Earth Power would be devastating, and I knew I could hit an Earth Power. So here was like, okay, Flamethrower, hope we get the burn or something, and then, you know, it can probably take it down. No burn, unfortunately for us, so the Hydreigon will still be alive, and he's actually, if I'm not mistaken, going to either U-turn or switch out here to preserve his Hydreigon. No, he's going to use Earth Power, but I'm Levitate, and then here on the switching he will probably switch out, because I believe he preserved the Hydreigon here, if I'm not mistaken. It's been like 1.5 weeks since this battle. Yeah, he's going to preserve the Hydreigon here. And that is actually very good from his part, because there's no Stealth Rocks on my side on his side of the field, so he can easily put that thing in there. I'll get the crit on the Hidden Power Ice. It's not that much, but I know I can't Hydro Pump or anything because Water Absorb is a thing. So I'm just gonna keep on Hidden Power Ice. There's nothing he can actually do against us, and he's actually going to put the Stealth Rocks on my side of the field, which is kind of annoying because I have a Beedrill still there. So the sunlight faded away. Not that that really matters, but the sunlight faded away. We are still poisoned from earlier, and at this point I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep on Hidden Power Ice. I'm just gonna keep on whittling this thing down. He's going to use the knockoff now, and that is not going to take the Rotom Wash out, but the poison will. So Rotom Wash also now gone. Here I can just go into Carmella again. I have Giga Drain, and I think I clicked Giga Drain here, but I should have just went for the Draining Kiss, because Draining Kiss would have killed this thing as well, because he's now going into Steven. Now Steven, the Metagross, it can take either a Giga Drain or a Draining Kiss, but you know, Giga Drain, it really didn't matter in the end, but I should have just went for the Draining Kiss, because I'm not sure if the Hydreigon, I think a Hydreigon would have died from the Giga Drain as well, so maybe the Giga Drain was still the better play here, but Draining Kiss is stab, so should have went for that. So Torkoal is here. I'm just going to try to put the Drought up one more time and try to, you know, at this point I didn't need it, the Torkoal, but we are going to live because he is going to miss his Meteor Mash. I've been on that end, but he still outspeeds my Torkoal, and he's going for the Sand Headbutt. Now that could have missed as well, and if that missed it as well, Torkoal could have done a decent amount of damage against the Metagross. Now I'm going into my Terrakion here, the Choice Scarf Terrakion. Now he's going to withdraw, and he's going into his Toadmaster. I'm, however, going for the Earthquake. Now the Earthquake is going to kill the Seismitoad. Unfortunately, he lives on 1 HP. And I was so mad when it happened. I was like, that's a min roll. And at the same time, I was like, I cannot be mad. I cannot be mad because it happened to me in the past that I, you know, lived on 1 HP or something like that. So it's all good, but in the match itself, I was like, ugh. Here I was like, please don't burn me with the Scald. We don't get burned with the Scald. So here I was like, okay, you know what I can do? I can U-turn out, kill off this thing. But hindsight, I should have not U-turned. I should have just poison jabbed or anything, because this thing would have been dead either way. But I thought, you know what, no, let's go into Keatley again. We are Choice Scarf. He probably doesn't know we're Choice Scarf yet. So I was like, okay, let's see what he was going into. Now here comes the Whimsicott. Now, earlier in the match, I did say that this thing was also Choice Scarfed. So luckily for us, I did some speed crit there, and we are going to kill off the Tinkerbell with the Iron Head. It was a crit. I don't think that crit mattered. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the Iron Head did take care of the Whimsicott. Now, of course, Metagross comes in here again, and I cannot stay in here because I'm Choice Scarfed into Iron Head. I mean, I don't think I get 10 flinches in a row, so I need to go into my Carmella here. I know Carmella doesn't appreciate a Meteor Mash, but at this point, sacking this thing, in my honest opinion, in the match itself was the better play, because we still had Beedrill, which is super fast, and we still had the Terrakion. But of course, in the match itself, I forgot about Bullet Punch, and well, you already know what's going to happen here. The Bullet Punch will connect, and the Beedrill will go down. Now, I still have Terrakion left. I can't go for the Earthquake because Hydreigon is still there. But yeah, the only thing I can do was close combat here, because I knew I could live a Bullet Punch. So the only thing I can do is close combat, hope that I can kill this thing, because there is a chance I can kill this thing, I believe, depending on the spread, and there's still, you know, a chance of a crit or something. So I need to go for a close combat because he still has the Hydreigon left, and he still has like another Mons left that cannot appreciate a close combat. So we're going to go for the close combat, and it's not going to kill off the Metagross. So with that said, we are going to die here to the Bullet Punch, and we're going to lose this match with 2-0. Now, as I said before, he did still have the Hydreigon left, and he still had the Lopunny left, and we were Choice Scarfed. So if that Metagross, depending on if his Lopunny didn't have a priority move, but if that Metagross would have gone down from the close combat on the end, Hydreigon would have go down because it was on low HP, and the Mega Lopunny, maybe Fake Out would have killed us. after too close combat with the lower special defense and defense. But we could have brought this match back to like... oh wait, we're going to lose this match with trio. My apologies. We're going to lose this match with trio. I think I played reasonable in this match. Of course, I made some mistakes, but AutoMatthic played very well as well. He made sure everything was right at his side. And I lost mostly thanks to the Metagross. So I lost to the mon that helped me out in the last couple of seasons in another leagues. So I can be mad, but we are now 0 wins and 3 losses in this league. Differential of -9 if I'm not mistaken, so we're not doing that great. I just hope I can get a win in this league. And otherwise, I just want to have fun. Maybe try out some funky stuff with sets. But I want to thank AutoMatthic, of course, for the battle. I want to thank him as well for providing the replay. This week, I want to thank you guys for watching, of course. All of the links to the coaches from the MPL will be in the description below, as well as AutoMatthic and his side of the match. I'm going to go do some groceries now because I'm hungry and I don't have any food in house. And of course I'm getting some visitors or a visitor later on, so I need to prepare for that. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit the bell icon because then you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time. Bye bye!